repeat once again. We started the next chapter, transportation. So this is about blood circulatory system. Transportation means transporting the nutrients into different parts of the organ. So that is the one. So mainly we have 4 components of blood. Okay, Shreya, what do you mean by plasma? Aaron saw me. You can click this slide. No need of writing because already we find out. Shreya, can you tell me what is plasma?
Fluid part of the blood.
Okay. Fluid part of the blood is known as plasma. Okay. Okay. Now this one, Rihan, you were there in the last class.
Ma'am, excuse me, ma'am.
Fatima, you were there in the last class.
Yes, ma'am, I was there in the last class.
Okay. So can you tell me what is red blood cell?
Which contain a red pigment called hemoglobin.
Okay, so hemoglobin gives the color. Naeem, what is the function of hemoglobin? One is giving color to the blood. What is the next function?
Ma'am, this is new.
And function of hemoglobin.
Yes. You can look at in the book, this one board, and you can read it that.
Okay. Transferring oxygen.
Oxygen and transport.
And
Where does it transport the oxygen to?
lungs, to the lungs.
Not only lungs, to the
Blood also. Blood.
Blood to the different parts of the body. Okay. Yes. So if there is no hemoglobin, what will happen? The oxygen cannot be passes. Okay. So presence of hemoglobin makes blood appear red. This is chapter 11. We completed respiration next chapter because respiration transportation is together. So after this complete, I'll go back to physical change because that is chemistry. It's totally different. Okay. So that is what I am going to. So I am going to complete transportation and then we go back to this one. Clear? Fine. So I hope you can click the photo. So I think last class I have showed you the picture of this. No, all I talk about red poppins and blue poppins and all. So in the blood, these are the parts. Okay, the blood is flowing through your blood vessel and plasma is the liquid in the blood vessel. Red blood cell is the red in color and you have seen it that respiratory system, it was blue. But after oxygen reaches to here, oxygen will purify the red blood cells and carbon dioxide get released. Then it will turn into red in color. Okay. Then white blood cell, little purplish color, white blood cell. And what is the function of the white blood cell? To fight against the germs. What do you mean by platelets? Platelets, there are small, tiny things are present in the blood. That is platelets. Platelets allows to stop the bleeding. Suppose you get a cut, the platelets will stop the bleeding. So if the platelets are less, you will have more bleeding. Suddenly you met with an accident. If your platelets in the blood contain is less, your blood will not stop. It will continuously bleeding. So if you don't control that, what will happen? You bled to death. That means the bleeding continues and you will die because of the bleeding. Okay. So this is what you call the main components. So you can click this also. White blood, we are completed up to here. We didn't go to the parts of the circulatory system. We reached up to here. So white blood cells which fight against germs that enter our body. Even you wash the food and eat it, but still from the air or through breathing and or sometimes germs will enter in our body. So white blood cells will fight and they put them out of the germs. Okay, if your white blood cell is less, what happens? You become a sick child. Every time you prone to sickness, fever, cough, cold, any type of sickness can affect you if you don't have the enough white blood cell. When the corona comes, now this is the problem. So your the content of white blood cell, everything will be less when the COVID-19 back, and not only dengue fever. Dengue fever, if you get, who it affects who? It affects the platelets first. Platelets, And that is why they will tell you to eat the papaya leaf juice because it contains lot of hemoglobin and platelets. So those who have dengue fever, the doctors will tell them to have the juices of papaya leaves and eat
Ma'am?
papaya. Yes.
Yes. For increasing this, we have to eat more vegetables.
Yeah, yes. Increase all this, not only vegetable, fruits also. Okay. Yes. Now we are moving on to the next session, parts of blood circulatory system. So we complete the respiratory system and parts of the blood circulatory system. So I am going to the first picture of the chart. So this is our entire circulatory system. You can see the lungs, you can see, actually this is picture of heart only. There is no lungs are not showed. Okay. Lungs are not showed in this picture. It is only showed the heart. You can see the chicken heart also like your heart only. Okay. You can see even you can see this type of small sack like structure. If you buy the chicken from outside to cook it, you can see the small heart inside. Okay. And it also has got so many blood vessels. One blood vessel is bigger, broader, and with that you can see so many narrow blood vessels. So this is how the blood circulatory system look. Now we are going to see each part of the blood circulatory system. The first part is heart. The first one, can you write? Now here onwards you can write with it when I say. Heart. What is the function of the heart, and we will learn later. We will learn first the major functions of the heart. One is heart. Second one is blood vessels. The second major part. 1 minute. Let me close it because of rain.
I'm in school, right?
And there is rain, ma'am. Ma'am's net cut, I think.
What happened to the your video has some problem. Okay. Hope it is working now.
Ma'am, I came now only, ma'am.
Ma'am is not wearing her headset, Rahan.
Okay, children, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Because here there is a heavy rain. So that is what?
Ma'am, I came now only.
Okay. So parts of blood circulatory system, heart, second blood vessels. We have mainly two types of blood vessel, arteries and veins. Another thing is arteries and veins. What is the function of arteries? Carry oxygen rich blood from the heart to all parts of the body. Right? After first the blood will start from heart and then it goes to there. When you breathe in, when you do the respiration, the blood get purified. So this purified blood will be transported by the artery. Second one is the veins are the vessel which carry carbon dioxide rich blood from all parts of the body back to the heart. So when you breathe out, what will happen? The carbon dioxide will be transported through the blood and it will go through the veins and reach to the heart. Coming is artery, but going back it is vein. Why? Because both the blood should not mix.
Ma'am,
Yes,
ma'am, should we write the definition of arteries and veins? I mean the.
just write this much sentence for you to have. Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
because that is important to know what is the artery, what is veins. The rest of the things, how it is going to transportation, that I'll give you in the notes. Okay, just write the main points. Heart, 2 blood vessels, arteries carry oxygen rich blood from the heart to all parts of the body, and vessels which carry carbon dioxide rich blood from all parts of the body back to the heart. So all this is taking place during respiration. Transportation is taking place during respiration. And that is why digestive system, respiratory system, and the blood circulatory system, all these are interconnected. Okay.
Ma'am, we cannot see last sentence.
No, last one, no need of writing. Okay. That is the same sentence I am writing on the next slide.
Ma'am, can you go back?
This same sentence I have written on the next slide because it is not when reaching in that slide. So I have written in the next. Artery has, what is the structure of artery? Artery is thicker. It has got a thick vein, but veins are narrow. Okay. Now, third part is capillaries. Third part, capillaries. The heart, blood vessels, and capillaries also present. It is a part of vein. Okay, it is not separate. It is a part of vein. So next part is capillaries. So what are the capillaries? There are the valves present in veins. Okay, these are the small valves which are present in veins. Allow blood to flow towards the heart. It allows only the blood to flow towards the heart. And what does capillaries does? On reaching the tissues, that is our cell, they divide further into 2 extremely thin tubes called capillaries. Veins. Veins reaching the tissues divide further into extremely thin tubes called capillaries. The capillaries join up to form veins which empty into the heart. Okay. So first, through the oxygen rich blood comes. Okay. And it will enter in the capillary. This capillary is further divided and it reaches to the different parts. And from different parts, the carbon rich this one will be entered. And then, so you can see left side. This is the picture in your textbook. So this is on page number 123. Do you have the textbook, all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. That also you have to learn for labeling. So from the picture, oxygen rich blood is coming through artery. Then it is enter into the capillaries. Capillaries are the part of the vein. And then this capillary is further divided. That is not shown in the picture. Further divided and it will reach the different parts of the cells. The cells will assimilate. Cells will assimilate the oxygen. And then as you see in the respiratory system, it will be purified and then carbon dioxide will come back. And it will not go through artery. It will go through the vein. And then it will go to the lungs and then it will go out through our nostrils. But the one thing you just observe, after out of the heart, there are another one artery and vein is there, but it is just opposite. This side is artery, but here it is the vein. This side is the vein. This side, the one which is going out is artery, pulmonary artery.
Ma'am, what does pulmonary mean?
Hmm?
Pulmonary mean?
Pulmonary means it is the artery which carry the carbon dioxide out.
To lungs.
Hmm?
It is related to lungs.
It is not related to lungs. It's a part of the blood circulatory system, but it is connected to the heart. Because you see, pulmonary artery and pulmonary vein is the one which is one is taking oxygen.
Ma'am, I
It
had
is-
pulmonology.
Pulmonology. Yes, it's a pulmonary. Okay. So what is the function of pulmonary artery? Taking out the carbon dioxide through the lungs and then it goes out. Till here it is the blood. After coming out of the heart, it is a part of respiratory system. It enters through the lungs and then goes out. So that is why this is the main artery, this is the main vein. This is another name is given to you. Otherwise, we will have the different. We will not able to differentiate between this artery and this major artery. Okay, so this is oxygen rich, but this is carbon rich, carbon dioxide. So that is why two different name is given. This is artery, this is pulmonary, and this pulmonary is related to the heart. That word, it's a scientific terms used for heart related functions. We use pulmonary word. Like physiology, cardiology, okay, ophthalmology related to eyes. Okay, so there's a different parts of in medical field we uses different organs have a
Ma'am,
different
cardiologist study about heart.
yes, heart and heartbeat. Similarly, pulmonology also is there. I think pulmonology related to the lungs. Neurology related to the nerves, the brains. Okay, then we also have what you call orthology, that is related to the bones. So these are all the medical bones. These all are the different field in the medical
Ma'am,
field.
dermatology, skin.
Dermatology is there. Dermatology also is related to this thing, skin and all those things. So many medical field. Each different ENT, ear, nose. ENT means ear related problem. Ear, tongue, nose. That is ENT. Okay, so that's a part of it. Okay, now we are going to see. I'm not going to Velakava and all that. We will learn in the next class because there's so many terms you are learning. So it will be too much for you. So this is someone add on. This is about the pulmonary artery. Okay, the pulmonary artery is a special blood vessel that connects the heart to the lungs. Okay, this is what I said. It is connecting to the heart and lungs. It takes blood that contains less oxygen. Less oxygen means it has more carbon dioxide from the heart. Yeah, if you want, you can just click that photo. This is not in your textbook. In the textbook, it is only just mentioned. So this I got it from other internet. So you can just click it. Otherwise, you will not understand. So pulmonary artery is a special blood vessel that connects the heart to the lungs. Heart to lungs, how it connected. And what is the difference? It takes the blood that contains less oxygen from the heart to the lungs. Hence, it is unlike all other arteries that carry oxygen. It is unlike means it is not the same artery. That is the meaning of unlike. Okay. Hence, it is unlike all other arteries that carry. This is not like other arteries. That is the meaning of that sentence. Okay. Similarly,
But why is it called in the opposite way? Why can't it be called vein and artery, like instead of artery and vein?
because it contains some oxygen. It contains some oxygen. That is why. Okay, but not full oxygen. We call this as deoxygenated blood. Deoxygenated means oxygen is less. That is the meaning of it. And how they put this name, that is scientists they give the name, correct? So for according to each organ, in order to separate, scientists give the name, not to me, correct? Artery, who knows the name of the blood vessel is artery? That is the scientist give. We human being give the name. Pulmonary vein. Pulmonary vein is a special blood vessel that connects the lungs and the heart. It carries oxygen-rich blood from the lungs to the heart. So actually, it is just opposite is coming. Pulmonary vein carry the oxygen-rich blood, okay, from the lungs to the heart, and it passes through the artery. Then from artery, it goes to the different parts of the cells. From the cells, the carbon dioxide rich blood come through vein, but it will come out. It will come out through pulmonary artery. So that is a connection. So pulmonary vein connected to artery. Okay. So you can, if you want, you can write lungs, heart. This is a connection. Pulmonary vein, artery. This is oxygen-rich blood. For in order to remember the connection, you can have this type of a mind map. Lungs, heart, pulmonary vein, artery, O2 rich. Instead of writing oxygen, I am writing oxygen. So starting point, lungs. Then this is carbon dioxide rich blood is veins, then go to pulmonary artery, then you can write heart, then lungs. So this is carbon dioxide rich blood. So this is the mind map for blood circulatory system. This is starting from lungs to heart. We don't talk about the respiratory here. We start, the blood comes from lungs to the heart, then go to pulmonary vein, then be to artery, then oxygen rich blood and go to the cells. Then from the cells, carbon dioxide rich blood. When you breathe out, veins, from the veins go to pulmonary artery, then go to heart, then come to the lungs. So that is carbon dioxide rich blood. Okay. So I hope you understood the cycle. So I am in the next class, I will teach you little more detail. There is so many other things, aorta, vena cava, and you get little confusion over there. Okay, ventricles, left ventricle. That all comes. Your next class, you will learn function of the heart. What is the role of the heart in this? Actually, this is the entire procedure of blood circulatory. What I wrote in this arrows, this is actually what is happening in blood circulatory system. Okay, so now we will be learning detail, okay, about the blood vessels, already completed heart, the function of the heart. Okay, so this is the picture, this is heart. We are not going to that. We are completed this part only, heart, vein, artery.
Ma'am, can you show the previous slide?
This one? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
See, you can see so many. I also downloaded some video to show you the
Ma'am, you
function of
can
heart.
show that body.
Yes. So that I will show you in the next class. Okay. This is the next thing. Have you completed this one?
Ma'am.
Add on.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Okay. Yes, Priyadatta, are you asking something?
Ma'am, not
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
No, she just said something. Yeah, Rihan or who? Rahan.
Ma'am, did you get that PowerPoint you?
I got yours. I didn't get Paul Hansel, Abhaynath. These people I did not get. Adus I got. Mohammad Fas I did not get. Ishaq I did not get. Lemin I didn't get.
Did you get mine?
Okay. Okay, children. So next, this is only click the photos. This is the difference between, we have learned difference between aerobic respiration, anaerobic respiration. This is another thing, difference between arteries and veins. You can just click the photo. Don't copy. I'll give you in the printed notes. Okay. Yes. Aaron Swami, can you read first point?
Yes,
Please
ma'am.
read before you winding
Difference
up.
between arteries and veins.
First
Arteries.
point. This is first difference. Second, third, fourth.
Okay, ma'am.
Hmm,
These
read.
blood vessels, arteries. These blood vessels carry blood from the heart that contains oxygen into different parts of the body.
Hmm.
These blood vessels carry blood that is rich in carbon dioxide from the body organs to the heart.
Okay, see, this is oxygen to parts. Here, body organs to the heart. That is the difference. Okay, I read next point. Second point. Second point.
Arteries have thick walls as the blood pressure is quite high in these blood vessels.
Hmm. Corresponding difference. Read. Veins.
Veins do not have thick walls. Ma'am, the duster is on that thing. I cannot see.
Okay, it's not, maybe you are facing some network issue. It's okay, no problem. Rihan, can you read second point once again?
Yes, ma'am.
Arteries have.
Arteries have thick walls, ma'am.
Hmm.
I cannot see two lines.
As the blood pressure is quite high.
Was the blood pressure is quite high in these blood vessels.
Hmm. Then.
They are narrow, so
No. Next, corresponding difference in veins. What is the difference in veins from this? Read the next one.
they
Veins.
are
Veins do not have thick walls.
okay, ma'am.
Hmm.
Veins do not have thick walls as the blood pressure is quite low in them.
Then okay, Rihan, enough. What do you mean by blood pressure? When the blood is coming inside, it will apply the force on your blood vessel. That is what we call high BP, low BP. So usually when you breathe in, the blood apply more pressure. Okay, that is why artery is thicker. But when the carbon dioxide rich blood goes out, it doesn't have much pressure. So that is why it do not have thick walls. Okay. Rahan,
Ma'am,
can you read the third point, Rahan?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
They are narrow, so that
The blood can.
blood can flow through them.
Then veins,
They are slightly,
little
okay, wider
than the arteries. Okay. Okay, Predita, read the last difference.
Yes, ma'am. Arteries. They do not contain valves as the blood in arteries always flows in the right direction due to the pumping of the heart. Veins. They contain valves that prevent blood from flowing in opposite direction.
Okay. So the first point, arteries are narrow, so the blood can flow quickly through them. Then they are little bit wider. Veins are little bit wider than. Next one, arteries do not contain valves, while veins contain the valves. Because arteries, the blood flow only right direction. The veins have different valves because they are the one which is taking the blood to the different parts and removing. So the vein is having a capillaries. That is what we talk about. So vein will be divided further into capillaries, and then it will be reaching the blood to different parts and also taking the blood from different parts. Okay. Okay, children. So we'll continue in the next class. Monday you have a MCQ test of respiration. Okay. Thank you.